Hello, folks, and hey, Barry. Welcome to Nateland Podcast. I'm neighbor Bargatze, Brian Bates,
Right.
Aaron Weber, Dusty Slay.
All right.
And surprise,
Boom.
we are in a new studio.
Here we are.
Yeah. I mean, this is, I don't think anybody knew this was happening. Y'all knew, but
Even we kind of doubted it.
yeah.
You know, we had been seeing, I had seen the room and it was empty.
Yeah. And this is it. They've done a great job. This is a new studio. It's out of my house. I get my that room gets to become an office. I've never had an office.
And you get your house back.
I get my house back. That was I enjoy that. I think it feels better to leave your home to go to work. I'm sure people, that work from home. So it's like nice to get out and go do something.
I'm sure your dog will miss me. But
yeah. Oh yeah. I think we're all,
I went to your house today.
Yeah.
Just sat there.
Yeah.
I guess everybody's running late.
Yeah. So yeah, this is it. They've done an unbelievable job with this Nateland Podcast. This is a map behind us of Old Hickory, which got some new photos. Still, it's heavy me.
Yeah, still
but
pretty
it's-
Nate heavy.
But we got, but we have some stuff. There is a lot of me stuff, and I mean, look, the second y'all start putting a dent in show business, I think we will get your stuff on it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell them. I'm like, I got some stuff going on too. I don't think people know that with the podcast here.
Well,
I know it's Nate Land, but other people live here.
Yeah, that is true. Well, maybe you can get a poster over there.
Yeah.
Or change that one out to, Dusty something, whatever it is.
Yeah.
This was a fan contest. Abigail asked the Facebook fan page to come up with some AI related photos, and this was the winner. I had to ask somebody who was who here, but can you tell, Nate?
Yeah.
How could you not tell who's
me, Bates, Dusty, Aaron.
Apparently, I'm a raccoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know why you were a raccoon, and I thought mine was a mouse.
Is it not a mouse? It's a squirrel?
It's a squirrel. I understand now.
Yeah.
I could see that. And then, what are you, like a fat tiger?
Just a fat cat. I
Yeah.
think.
Because you like cats. Or you have a cat.
Oh, yeah, you have a cat. That's a nice. Yeah.
No real reason for me
cat.
to be a raccoon.
That
though.
was it.
I mean-
It's a cat should be on Ozempic.
You kind of behave like a raccoon.
But raccoons really wash all their food. They're pretty clean animals.
Okay.
I think
That's not you.
I think they don't trust the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
All right.
They
I get that.
They live
Yeah.
off the grid for sure.
Yeah.
They only come out at night.
Yeah.
And that's the shirt you wore on SNL, I'm told. The flower
Oh, on the bear.
on the bear.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's
You
some
know
Easter
what?
eggs.
I almost wore that jacket today.
I wish you had.
Well, Laura talked me out of it.
Yeah.
I wore this because I thought I'll wear a kind of a fancy jacket. Figure it's the first one, but this is still fancy.
Yeah.
This one's considered fancy. But yeah, here we are. We're excited. This is at the lab at Zanies, and it's it was this 210
I
episode,
think so.
and so a long time, and I guess people, but this is one you're not going to bully me out of, like doing an hour podcast. This is out of my house.
That's right.
So y'all, there ain't no voting to get it back in my home.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what you were saying, but I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The people, they're not going to be like, got it. You got to get back to your house.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, we're all back at your house.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys wanted it
not
back at
this
the
one.
house.
We've switched it. They got these are some pictures of just the build process. I think people are probably excited about that. And
And a good map in case you need to get around.
This is Old Hickory.
Yeah.
That is it is a great thing. They Genovations are good. We got Adrian is in here. My sister Abigail, Laura, Felix. The whole Nateland crew did a great job, and we are excited to be here. Zanies is the best, and it feels good to be in a studio. Feels different.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Aaron, how'd you feel when for 4 years you've been just hanging out with your buds, and then they said, "What if we did it from where Aaron's wife works?"
There you go. Yeah, I didn't even think about that till right now, Brian. But yeah, I guess we're going to see a lot more of each other.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is that good?
I don't know.
we'll find out.
Soon your kid will be running around in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
And this table, I'm told, is Dusty. You want to guess what this is?
Well, I already read the paper.
I mean,
everybody have
Ambrosia.
pine.
It's wood for sure.
Red maple ambrosia,
Oh, wow.
and
Isn't ambrosia a snack? It's like a potluck, like a dish you would bring. Ambrosia? You know what I'm talking about?
I do
don't
not.
think so.
That's a
Yeah.
fancy.
Ambrosia
I
is
trust you on that.
That's a
Potpourri.
fancy. That sounds like a.
I don't think it is a fancy
Notre Dame
thing. I
family.
think it's like a kind of a redneck, like pasta salad type thing. Ambrosia?
I would have known about it.
Yeah, I don't think they would use
Well,
that
there's
big-
pork in it.
I don't
so
think they'd use that big of a word for a redneck
Well,
pasta
I
salad.
ate pork
No.
growing up. Oh, you know, it was
Yeah.
ambrosia.
Yeah, but that's
You
not...
never seen this stuff?
I would call that a fruit salad. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. No one's... That's what's so great about it. Because, yeah, it is... you would say it is a redneck thing, but you make it the name. No one on earth in Alabama except your family is calling that ambrosia.
You tried that ambrosia in there?
Yeah. Like, what? No. I don't know. Who's that? It's my sister's...
It's my aunt ambrosia.
It's my cousin's girlfriend, Ambrosia. Welcome. Yeah. She's in the picture 1 year, not in it the next
Yeah.
year.
Doing some jail time.
Yeah. She'll be back. She's in it every other year.
That's like a fruit salad covered in mayonnaise, right? Is that what that is?
I don't know if it's mayonnaise. I think it's marshmallows. Maybe it's mayonnaise. I don't know.
I feel like there
Good,
is
though.
there's a lot of different weird kind of mayonnaise-y fruit things.
hmm
You know, like pear salad.
So that's what this table's made out of.
Well, apparently, I'm reading here.
Ambrosia.
It's red maple, but the ambrosia is the discoloring,
So they,
Mm.
okay.
and it does that. The tree does that to fight off the beetles. These little marks are beetles trying to
Get in
burrow their
there.
way in
So
there.
this is not initials down here. I thought this was the guy who built the table.
I
LF.
I figured you'd already carved your
Well,
initials down
he
there.
might. That might. Was that a no? No initials.
It says LF down here. So the Beatles really get in there and they're like, I want
They're-
them to know I was here.
Yeah. That beetle had a name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, this is, it's interesting. It'll be fun to see what everybody thinks because it was, we were like, should we announce it that we are switching or whatever? And it's just been busy. And so it was like, you know what? Let's just do it one day.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun,
Yeah, it's awesome.
So if you were about done with the podcast, I think you can officially click off now. We
Perfect
just
time.
went, it's a perfect, if you felt like we're jumping the shark, we're giving you, this is a good time to go.
Well, if you were just like listening for the aesthetic of the last podcast room, it's like you're not really a listener. You're like a watcher.
Yeah. Well, they might be, and then maybe they go, I'm going to start listening.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But we hope people come watching. This is, I mean, it's a beautiful studio.
Yeah.
We're the real deal, man. This is like a real thing.
Yeah.
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 It's a real thing. People are listening.
Yeah. I
to
mean, this is like, in a brand new studio. This is, this podcast is the first to happen in a brand new studio.
yeah, we're
Big
it.
time. It's big
Yeah.
time. Exciting things around the corner.
Setting the tone.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Do you have other information? Oh, another one we should announce. So I'll do it.
Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
you had said that the ambrosia beetle comes into this wood, and that's why the tree is named the ambrosia tree. But what if
I think I had that wrong. It's a
Yes.
red maple tree. Ambrosia is the discoloring.
Oh, okay.
That it-
Because the Beatles done that. Too.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't think we were going to talk that much about it.
Well,
Well,
I
I
wanted
messed
to
that
clear it up.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I want, in case anybody was out here going, well,
that's gross.
Here's what that looks like if you're interested.
oh yeah, that's got to be the larva, though.
Maybe. Or
It's gotta
that's
be
just
the-
what they look like.
I think that's got to be the larva of the
Mhm.
beetle.
Either way, that's going on this table right now.
So we do have guests.
Yeah.
we have it set up. We will be to have some guests and have add a guest. If someone's in town, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Other little news is the Nateland Podcast Network. I've started that. The idea of it would be, obviously we're going to build a network of podcasts. The stuff that fits into this. I would like to, at Nateland, a slogan that we've been bouncing around is good, clean, funny. And so the idea of it is to make more stuff like this. I don't think there's a lot of comedy podcasts, especially that with comics, that is clean, that you can listen to where your whole family's in there. And that's the idea of doing it. And the first podcast we have added to the Nateland Podcast Network is Don't Make Me Come Back There with Dustin and Melissa Nickerson. Dustin Nickerson, you've heard Aaron mocked him.
Yeah.
And
Worst impression I've ever heard.
That's his biggest credit. So
far. That was a big draw. A lot of people came out to see how real it was.
Yep.
Dustin has been on the road with me a bunch. He's been traveling around a lot. He also opened for Taylor Thompson a bunch, and then he's really Dustin's doing a great thing, and him and his wife are super fun.
They wrote a book together.
They record it weekly in San Diego. They have 3 kids, 17-year-old boy and 2 girls. Each week they dive into the funny realities of parenting, marriage, childhood, siblings, and so much more. It's funny. It's a little bit serious. It's the best way to handle family. And so we're pumped to have that there because they're ready. They've been doing this already. So they already have a ton of listeners.
It's not like it's something out of obscurity. It's like this.
Yeah, we're not starting. This is like something that a
well-oiled machine that's just going to
already going.
Yeah.
It's all, it's so, and Dustin is, just been killing it on the road. And we think if you like this, you're going to like that. And that's what, we're hoping to. This is the beginning. Our Dustin will bring us all down. So it could go a couple ways. And that's what's fun. Sign back here is hand whittled and painted. Did you say that? Oh, he should have. That's a big deal. It wasn't AI. That's the real. We had a guy.
I like the idea that the guy was whittling it. Now, I know that is the term, but whittling seems so old.
Sitting on a porch with a knife.
Yeah, to quote Brian, of a bygone era.
Yeah.
Whittling.
And the map.
I said that. Old Hickory.
Okay.
It is of Old Hickory. I said that.
Is the wood from this sign hickory wood?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's very old hickory.
Yeah.
It's hickory.
Yeah. Old hickory.
Yeah.
Old hickory on top of old hickory.
Yeah. Can you do wood? You could really tell the difference of a lot of wood.
You're a wood guy?
No, I don't think so. I could probably tell the difference in some.
I have trouble when people even just say near that oak tree and you're just like
trees. Yeah, I can tell a few trees. I'm better at it than I was.
You tell if someone's good wood or bad wood? You knock on a lot of wood?
Are we talking trees or like actual
just walking through a building, do you knock on a lot of wood?
No, I don't think so.
Just kind of feel it out?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't really. I'm not like that. But yeah, I go buy some wood at the Home Depot and I could be like, this wood's warped. I'm not getting this.
Yeah.
Well, warp's easy to see. If it's
but people
shaped
buy it
differently.
Yeah, or if it's rotted.
There you go.
Or
it's got ambrosia in it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Beetles.
Yeah, now I know if it has LF, I know what to look for.
Beetles got into it.
There's a little bit of a, it's not an L on that one, but still kind of an F.
Yeah.
They got a real pattern about them, these beetles.
We're off to the races here at the new studio.
You guys are asking me about wood. I'm telling you about beetles, and somehow, you guys are tuning out.
Well, I'll help you out, Dusty. There's a scene in Tombstone, which I think only you and I have seen, the big pivotal scene where Johnny Ringo challenges Wyatt Earp to a duel. And they say, meet by the old oak tree down at whatever. And I thought, if that was me, I would never make it because I wouldn't know which one's an oak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably good. I bet you'd find the ballpark of it and then go, I bet, they go, did you know it was an oak tree? He goes, I saw people standing around faster than I saw the tree, so I walked over there. And I think that's how that would go.
You're walking through the woods going, Johnny,
Yeah,
Johnny.
yeah.
I don't know what the oak tree is. Trying to gunfight you.
And when people say it's by the oak trees, do they not come in packs? Do they stand alone?
I think they say it's good to have like 3 oak trees planted near each other because their roots will intertwine and it'll make them sturdier against the wind.
Just like us.
And
But I think a tree like that's kind of on its own.
yeah, but
Right.
because I mean, if you're pointing it out to go, it's over by that oak tree. Well, there's a lot of trees. What's the most common tree?
What about the tree and
Pine tree.
Oak tree is a real American tree, I believe. It's the best tree to have.
Yeah,
Red maple is the most common in the
Oh.
United States.
The oak's the
That's
best
what
to
this
have
is.
though because it's the most insects.
This
the
is
most
red maple?
birds.
This is red maple and ambrosia.
yeah. So we got the most common one. 'Cause that's
The oak is the
we're rel-
U.S.'s national tree, though.
Yeah, it's a real American.
It's like I didn't know we had a national tree.
yeah.
We got an animal, we got a flag, we got a song, we got a tree as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oak tree.
And it's I think it's a native tree, and it's like it gets the most insects, the most birds, the most animals house in the oak tree. I almost read a whole book about oak trees. I read a good bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
I got enough.
Yeah,
I get it.
Did it start getting repetitive?
yeah. I mean, after a while, it's like
Yeah.
How long can this book be?
Guys,
What would a pine tree book be about? It's like same thing, just says oak. It's pine. We just put pine in there.
Yeah, but I don't think the pine is housing as many animals. Pine's good for building. A lot of wood that you buy is pine.
Yeah. That's
Real
nice.
long trees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get
Lot of
good
trees.
lumber out of it.
A lot of trees. All right. Well, this is it. This is
I think it's a little weird just because we're sitting in a different way.
I will say it's going to take a second to adjust to the physical dynamic
Mm-hmm.
in the room right now.
Yeah, we've all gotten used to the way we were sitting, and now we're sitting in a different way, and I feel like it is making conversation more difficult.
I'm fine putting you and Aaron back on that side.
Our backs to the camera the
Yeah,
whole time.
I think that would be great.
I like that.
Where's Aaron laying at?
And people wouldn't talk about my face
I
being
gotta
red.
find the Aaron Lane. I think that's the Aaron Lane camera right
Yeah.
there.
There's Aaron
So-
laying.
None of these seem to be pointing at me.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to.
Oh, it is?
We got a general idea of where you're at. I think the audience can feel it. The people at home, they close their eyes. Even if they're not watching, they go, I bet I know where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
I bet one side of him is empty.
I bet he doesn't know where he's at.
Yeah. Well, we're going to start off with you guys some comments. This is the first comics read in the new studio. Brian Trump.
Mm.
Aaron, I was at your show this weekend where the lady groaned when you said you'd stick around for meet and greet. In her defense, it was the biggest yawn I've ever seen, not a groan. But I'm not sure if that makes you feel better or worse. You absolutely killed it, though. Thanks for the unbelievable email.
All right. Oh, that's fun.
That
I
makes
was in
you feel better?
Cincinnati. I had one of those. Yeah, I didn't really think she was. But I said, hey, I'll be, if you want to say hi after the show. And then I just hear, like right after that.
Yeah.
It was a funny thing. She said hi after. Thank you, Brian Trump. You think that's been fun having that name?
Yeah. He's, I don't know. I mean, I wonder if
think
is it a super
sometimes-
common name? I guess
Sometimes
so.
it's probably fun for him, and other times it's pretty awful.
Yeah. Yeah. If it out of the Trump family, it's the Brian Trump, you'd be like, you're not that close with him, right? And he's like, he goes, no, I'm not.
Exactly.
My name's Brian.
Yeah, imagine being a
Like it
Trump
doesn't fit.
and you're
No.
poor.
Yeah.
You're like a poor Trump.
Yeah. You're Brian Trump.
Yeah,
Brian Trump.
This would be, yeah.
yeah.
All right. Brian Trump.
Shay Sargent. We know Dusty's position on microwaves. Please ask him about the use of tanning beds. Tanning beds expose users to UV light. Both microwaves and ultraviolet light are forms of radiation. Ultraviolet light has more energy than microwaves, and that higher energy can be more harmful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to advocate for tanning beds. You know, I have used a lot of tanning beds, but I've also used a lot of microwaves.
But you love
Have
a
you-
tanning bed, though.
I do like a tanning bed.
Will you go to a tanning bed?
I haven't been in years, but I used to go a lot.
Really?
I love a tanning bed.
I don't think I've ever been in a tanning
Me
bed.
either.
It's like the last thing I think you would do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do it now.
You do mostly spray tans now?
No, yeah. I'm dusty.
Why
Trump.
would you go
I,
in there?
Dusty Trump.
Yeah.
No, I
He does a little red.
I lay in the sun. I got a chair. I go lay out in the sun, and I think it's great. I love it. But yeah, I mean, I like a tanning bed too in the wintertime when you can't get any sun. Go out, get a little. I mean,
How many dudes you think go to a tanning bed? Like, if you go to a
In
tanning
this
bed,
part of the country,
if you go to a
not
tanning
lot.
bed place,
all the bodybuilders are in there.
Yeah, those kind
I
of
mean,
guys.
That's yeah.
Me and those guys are in there getting jacked
Yeah.
up.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I see them lift and I go, I'll see you in the tanning bed.
Yeah.
GTL.
Do you have a nice tidy whitey tan lap?
No, not that's
With
why.
socks?
That's why you do the tanning.
Yeah,
bed. There's
'cause
no,
socks in the
He's
tanning
got
bed.
socks.
there's no tan.
He's got
lines
his
with the
socks
tanning bed.
halfway up, and he's got some Hanes.
What do you mean there's no tan lines? Are you naked in there?
Yeah,
Oh, I
You don't get fully naked in a tanning
for
bed. do you?
sure.
No.
Yeah, you're in a room alone.
Do they know you were naked?
Yeah, do you tell him?
Yeah, that's what you do. You know, I don't go, hey, I was naked in there, guys. But,
Yeah.
Come out and wipe that down.
Get a fire hose come in after you.
but you know, there's
You hear the generator start, and they got to get it all.
but there's spray and everything for you to wipe them
You
down.
wear the little goggles on your
I
eyes.
do wear those.
So
yeah.
you're fully naked, little things in your eyes, and that's how you tan?
yeah.
Are you sure you're supposed to do it that way?
That is how you're supposed to do it.
Okay.
I don't really do the tanning bed, and this Shay's probably right here. But I think that if you were to lay in a microwave,
Well, yeah.
you would be dead in 30 seconds.
Yeah, if you were to lay in a fireplace, it'd be a problem too.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
But she's comparing the microwave and the
well,
tanning bed.
they're both. Yeah, they have forms of radio. I can't
They're
imagine.
both safe, is what she's saying.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, but it's
yeah.
like, listen, I put things when I was a kid. I would, I killed a lot of insects, and I would sometimes put insects in the microwave just to see what would happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And they die in seconds.
Right.
So
Right.
I've laid in a tanning bed for 20 minutes before. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
there's a difference.
Yeah.
I tell you what, someone that did that microwaves insects. You out of all the people on Earth that microwaved insects, you might be the only one of them that has also been in a tanning bed. I really believe that.
Yeah,
I really believe that.
I don't know a lot of people that have microwave insects, but you're
I know exactly. Most of them go other routes,
right. Yeah,
but because that's crazy.
yeah.
Little ambient
Little
noise. down.
sounds of
Yeah.
Nashville right
Little
there.
sounds of Nashville. Not only
PETA
is
on the way.
it's trees. So the microwaves would be your family's got to eat.
Cold. They
Well,
just eat
my
cold food.
not in my family's house. I mean, my dad and stepmom, probably used the microwave.
Exclusively microwaves.
I used to put insects in ice trays too, and I would freeze them in the ice cubes. And I just like to see what was going on with it, My stepmom went in there to get some ice one time. There's a bunch of insects in there.
Yeah. Well, you have friends.
Yeah. I mean, I was on a real path.
Yeah.
At some point, but
Yeah.
Turned out good, though.
Yeah,
yeah.
it turned out great.
Yeah. Brittany Rima. It all makes sense now. Like it
Yeah.
all I think people just go like, okay.
Yeah.
Brittany Rima or Rima. Rima. I hope it's Rima. Brittany Rima. I can't even tell you how much I relate to Brian during the ad reading, talking about getting pee on the shorts and then trying to get a word in to explain himself. I don't relate to the pee thing, but saying something and then trying to dig myself out of a hole and explain myself. Anyways, thanks for having the best podcast.
Yeah, so last week I referenced something from Dusty's podcast where I heard Dusty talking about how he likes his Viore shorts because if you pee on your shorts, it doesn't show as much.
That's true. It dries quick,
Yeah.
Mm.
And then,
which has been a problem for me throughout my life.
yeah. But then he what are you talking about? Like he played dumb
Yeah,
on me to
you're-
make it look like I
You're
was-
burying the lead here.
Okay.
He
We were in
said-
the middle of a timed ad read.
And he goes,
And Dusty's reading, and he goes, "Yeah, the shorts are great." And Brian just goes, "Yeah, did you pee yourself?"
he's
And
like,
we're like, "Hold on, let's finish the ad read."
and he went with a brand. He goes, "You pee your Bugle Boys."
Yeah,
That's what really
Bugle
threw
Boys.
me.
Yeah.
He came right out with the Bugle Boys.
Well, I thought that was the brand you said.
Who knows? But I used to have a Bugle Boy joke.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
who knows?
All right. All right. Sorry I missed it.
Mhm.
We get into it when you're
Yeah.
gone, man.
Last week's topic was trash, so we got.
Did an episode on trash.
Oh.
Yeah.
You actually liked it, I think.
I think I would have.
Mhm.
Yeah. He only does the good ones when I'm not here. John Janigian.
That's too many eyes.
John Janigian. Janigian. John Janigian.
Janegian.
Janigian. John Janigian.
I like that.
That's the John thing doesn't help. Bruce Janigian would have probably been,
Yeah.
hard
consonant there.
Yeah.
Be tough if he
John
married
again.
a lady named Jan.
Jan
and Jan
Janigian.
Janegian.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
This is the John and please welcome John and Jan Janigian. And everybody's like, what? Is there another 4 people come out? I can confirm Kevin Garnett is a prolific trash talker. I attended a basketball camp he was hosting in the late 90s. After witnessing me botch a layup, he said I had big, goofy ears and walked away to another part of the court. Needless to say, I never played or followed basketball much after that event.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, John.
That's
That's
pretty
tough.
great. I would like to see these ears, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it might have been like he would have been silly not to say something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe it got in the way of his layup.
I guess
his ear blocked it.
Yeah. Do you think that anybody in Kevin Garnett's camp goes, hey, they are paying to attend this?
Yeah.
He is 8.
So let's hold back
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
it costs $300 or whatever it is.
Yeah. It's fine to trash talk another professional when you're
Yes.
playing the game.
Yes.
But a young child.
Trying to learn basketball.
Trying to meet his hero.
Yeah.
You got big, goofy ears.
Ben Michael. Michelle. Or it could be Ben Michelle.
Could be a Ben Michelle.
I am a garbage man. It's probably
right.
Michael. I don't think a Michelle is a garbage man.
Yeah.
Ben Michelle? There ain't no Michelle family ain't cool. Law enforcement officers at times contact my employer and ask for me to contact them when I'm 45 minutes away from the customer they are investigating. I call them and set up a place to meet. When I put the trash in the hopper, I make sure not to pack it. I then meet them and transfer the trash to their vehicle. The nice officer gives me 20 for my time.
Wow.
It's not a bad deal.
Yeah, is that legal?
So if you commit a crime and there's stuff in your trash, all you got to do is tip the trash guy $40.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll give you $100 and I want to see it.
Yeah.
Just burn your trash.
Yeah, exactly. Just burn your trash.
Yeah. So he puts it, give you $20 and then I get your trash. Why can't they just go grab the trash? Because it's too obvious that they're investigating. They got to do it like,
I guess
I think
so.
the trash is still in their
Yeah.
possession, so
Yeah.
it's theirs.
yeah.
Well, last week we talked about it, and
I think they should get more than $20.
yeah, I do
Yeah,
too.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
Depending on the
cops-
crime they're investigating.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. You got to be, we can't get in the weeds of this.
The cops are probably not making
No.
very much money either, though. It's like,
But they're asking them to do, I guess $20 is like it's lunch. You're like, I got your lunch today.
yeah.
And it can't, but I mean, how often? I mean, what are they doing? 5 times a day? They're just
Yeah.
dealing with the garbage man. I mean, it's got to be probably 8 times a year. Like,
Yeah, maybe.
you don't have a budget.
Ben's like, I think there's some evidence in this other trash can,
Yeah.
too. If you-
Where you go, Sam?
I don't know.
There you go.
I don't even know I said anything.
I thought you did.
Oh yeah, I said that last week we talked about they do have the right once you put your trash out, as long as it's away from your house. Then there was a Supreme Court case where they ruled that police do have a right to come go through your trash.
Yeah. So I bet they're just trying to be like, we could go get it, but we don't want to make it obvious that we don't want to tip them off that we're investigating.
Because if you see cops digging in your trash and you know you've killed a guy, you're like, oh no, I bet they're on to me.
Mm-hmm.
If I killed a guy and I've got his body in the trash can, I'm probably gonna take that to the dump or somewhere else myself.
Well, I don't think it's the body that they're looking for.
His clothes, or
Recycling
something.
bin.
Yeah.
His phone.
I was thinking like a receipt or something.
Yeah, I think it's like to put it's like it's probably banked stuff.
No, paperwork. Paperwork. Yeah, you shred those. You shred them.
I think people, you make one mistake, they get you.
Mm-hmm.
Cam, my in-laws refused to spend money on normal garbage bags. Instead, they would use grocery store plastic bags. Then New Jersey stopped providing bags for customers. Not to worry. My father-in-law started walking through the produce section, stealing plastic produce bags to use as garbage bags. At least this helps to explain why my wife tears paper towels and have to save money. Evidently, cheapness is hereditary. Hereditary. Is that it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hereditary.
That's pretty crazy.
Keep going.
Those are the weakest bags I can think of.
Yeah.
Like the bags you put apples and stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's thin. That's like half ply.
Well, I think you're just,
And trash bags are really not that pricey.
It's probably, I would say a bathroom trash can.
Yeah.
Where it's something kind of.
A small little trash can.
Small trash can.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not their big one.
Little ones, and they're really not that pricey. I mean, it's like, how often are you throwing that trash out?
Well, not everybody's a public figure like yourself.
Well, that's true.
So,
public figure's really been taken off. It's become a big thing now.
Yeah. You're out there.
People have been calling me public figure out here now.
Proving your point.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We got a lovely town here in Nashville.
We heard another siren, if you're wondering.
Yeah.
I would imagine they heard it. We do have a lovely town. We have a wonderful town. Grace McKinney, our parakeet Gabby. Don't know if you needed to give us the name. Oh, I guess maybe. Hold on. Our parakeet Gabby flew into a frying pan while my mom was frying bacon. Gabby lived several years longer, and he smelled like bacon until the day he died. He had a little curled up foot he favored on his perch, and Gabby, who used to say, "I'm Gabby, I'm a good bird," never said another word as long as he lives.
Wow.
Keep up the great words, guys. That's funny.
Wow.
So
we had a bird, I think, that went into a frying pan too.
Really?
Maybe don't name your male bird Gabby.
Was it a male?
It said he.
Short for Gabrielle.
Oh,
Yeah, but you don't give a bird a full name and then a nickname, huh?
you're probably just
I
going
guess you're right.
easy.
Gabby, like Gab. It's got the gift of Gab. Maybe there's, because
there
it
you go.
talks.
Okay.
There you go.
It's a
All
little,
right, okay.
It might
little
have named it.
talkative, little Gabby.
It might have named
I
itself.
like that. Maybe that's not even his name. He's like, I'm Gabby
Yeah.
until you let me go into the bacon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you talked about that one time that you had a bird go into the frying pan.
Yeah.
What is it about? Is it the sound, do you think, of frying bacon that they are attracted to, or what? What's going
Or
on?
maybe they hate their life.
How dumb are
Yeah.
these birds? And are you letting your bird loose in the kitchen like this? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think they probably just maybe you're there and then they come land near you,
Okay.
and then you're just like, and then it just happens quick. I mean, he's microwaving insects and
That's true.
he's acting like he's baffled by this. Because
Our parakeet or our cockatiel never got into the frying pan
You had a cockatiel?
for a short time.
Do you remember the name?
Wolford.
I don't know if we even named it, but it just would sit by it go all the
Yeah.
time. I was like, we got it. And we was
Sounds
like,
like
this
a
is
nightmare,
I was like, this is so cool. And then like a couple of days later, we were like, we hate that.
Yeah.
You let it loose?
I think somebody took it.
Yeah.
Did you get put it near the weed eater?
Just see what'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we let it fly into the weed eater. I think we just gave it to a guy. You know, we bought it for like $70. I think it was a big purchase for us. And then we were like, you take it.
It's like they always say, best 2 days of owning a cockatoo, the day you buy it, the day you sell it.
I can attest.
Yeah. Paul M.E. Mueller. I feel like we've had Paul.
I think we
I
have.
think I know Paul.
Oh, the best way to make the Olympics interesting is to root for countries' top scores in medals per million citizens. The United States, with over 330 million people, won 108 medals, but only got a score of .33. However, the Bahamas got 2 medals, and they only have 393,000, so their score was 5.08. I do a contest where we each pick 5 countries and see who can get the highest total score. There you go.
Fun.
It's kind of fun. It's impossible for the U.S. to win then, I guess.
Yeah. Who is the Olympics not interesting to begin with?
I think I'm just saying that America dominates.
Last week, Dusty said, yeah, it's hard to get into it because America dominates. So he's saying this is a nice way to even it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if they, I mean, yeah, I don't know if they
are you
dominate.
pumped for the Olympics this year?
Yeah. I mean, I'll watch, Summer Olympics are fun. Like, I mean, there'd be good, track stuff. I mean, I don't know what stars this basketball team almost lost to South Sudan.
Yeah.
Not even the regular Sudan.
There's not a single indoor basketball court in the country of South Sudan.
Is it it not like the top players of the NBA on the basketball team?
Oh yeah.
It's most of them, yeah.
Oh.
They just it was exhibition. They just can't get motivated.
Yeah.
And we won, dude. We won in the end.
Yeah.
101 to 100.
I mean, you got that, you got the women's basketball. It would have been must-see TV, to be honest. If Caitlin Clark was on it, I think that would have been
I heard that one of the players went on the injured list, and that they opened up a new spot for potentially Caitlin Clark to get on the Olympic team.
Yeah,
but no word if that's happened yet.
Yeah, I don't think it's going.
It is pretty wild, though. It would be. Everybody would watch it.
Oh yeah,
if she were on it.
Oh, yeah. I've watched a lot of Fever Game. I record them, and I've watched. Yeah.
Which, if you said 5 years ago, you said you were doing that, you'd think that's insane.
Oh yeah, it'd be crazy.
You would have said the Indiana who?
Yeah, it's it would be insane. But yeah, it's a great. I mean, just out of a pure, and they've won a gold medal like since '96 because the drop off.
Like the U.S. dominates.
Yeah.
So they're going to win.
I mean, I don't think women are even allowed to play basketball in most countries.
I was going to say, we're one of like 4 countries where women can play sports. So
yeah.
It's like we better dominate.
He goes, yeah. I don't know if Sudan is how they're going to get to the game. They can't drive. I don't know anything about Sudan. Sudan's probably, they can drive.
It's a beautiful place, I'm sure.
I bet it is.
Your brother's probably doing mission work there.
See, that's worse than what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a beautiful place. You're saying. Adam Ranking. Brian recently started learning to swim as an adult. He admitted it on the podcast. I'm curious, what one skill the rest of you don't have that most people learn as a child? No one. Everybody, we learned it as he was born 50. So... He just didn't. They didn't have pools back then.
Well, you learned reading later in life.
Huh? I did learn reading. You're actually. Yeah.
Oh,
that being said, I'm actually about to start taking a reading online class. So reading,
really,
because I don't think I comprehend reading. There's a thing called quick reading. It's about like, it's KWIK. It's like just a class. I don't know what it is.
It's crazy they don't spell the word correctly.
Well, it's the guy's last name.
Oh, okay.
So his last name is Quick. And so I was going to do, now that I'm off, I was going to do this to increase reading slows me down, just to, comprehend all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that. So that's probably worse than swimming, to be honest. So that being said, I'm making fun of you. But when you grew up,
there were fewer words.
Did y'all have 2 different pools? Or am I wrong?
Well, I don't know about that. But back to the women's basketball.
Oh.
When my sister played, she's 5 years older than I am, like in junior high, it was half court. Half the women stayed on defense and half stayed on offense, and at each court.
So there's 10.
I don't know if there was 10 or I guess maybe there was, but women's basketball used to be different where they split it up.
This was all women's basketball, not just Lebanon.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard this.
What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean.
I don't know if there were 10 or not, but instead of just everybody playing offense and defense, half of them would play defense and just stay down there, and the other half would play offense. And then, like, if you get a rebound, then you throw it down to your offensive player.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's like two separate games on each side of the court.
Yeah.
No need for a lot of running.
Is it too hard for them to run?
I don't know the reasoning behind it, but
Was it because they were all pregnant and they didn't want them? They go, he can't have these women running back and forth. There goes.
I don't know. But I think that was all women's basketball
I mean,
up until sometime in the 1970s.
Wow.
good night. Where are you from? Yeah, I mean,
I'd never heard that before in my life. I mean, I'm
Aaron,
not,
would you mind looking that up?
I'm not saying I know the history of it, but I never heard that.
Maybe it was just a Lebanon thing, or maybe it was just something for my sister. Like, you just stay down there.
I mean, because I remember going to basketball games in the 90s, high school, when they were, those girls were running up and down the court.
yeah.
So 6-on-6 basketball, or basket, is a largely archaic variant of basketball usually played by women and girls. Same rules as regular basketball, but they have 6 players each instead of 5. There's no 3-point line. Blah, blah, blah. Is this maybe what you...
Yeah, that sounds right.
The Office of Civil Rights started banning 6-on-6 high school girls basketball. Took 37 years to phase it out. So you're on the tail end of this, Brian, I think.
Well, that's Lebanon for you.
6-on-6.
I don't understand why the Office of Civil Rights had to get involved with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Seems like you just decide to make a rule change. You go, we'd like to just do the 5-on-5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah,
6-on-6.
I don't know why the Office of Civil Rights got involved with this.
I think Adam Rainking had a comment last week.
I think so too. I remember the name.
Well, he's got good comments. I don't know what to say.
But yeah, I don't know of any skill that most people learn that I don't have. I can't whistle,
I can't whistle either. Yeah,
but I don't know if that's a skill.
I think so. I think
Yeah,
everybody
so-
learns to whistle. Yeah. See, I can't.
I
do
wish
that.
I could go like,
Yeah.
Can
My
you
mom
whistle
can do
on
that.
key, like whistle a song?
I don't know songs, but
If he knew a song, he would. He
what's
could do it.
Andy Griffith's?
Yeah.
So no.
You were doing Andy
That was pretty
Griffith?
good. That was Andy Griffith.
Yeah, I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
I had 2 totally different songs.
What was I singing?
You were doing Mayberry RFD or something, because that was,
Mayberry RFD.
Yeah. You were doing when it was in color.
yeah.
The Andy Griffith Show, starring Andy Griffith,
Ron Howard.
with
Don
Don
Knotts.
Knotts, also starring Ron Howard.
Aaron, do you have the
I think
email
they're
for this
calling
next
him
one?
Ronnie Howard.
I do have the email
All
for
right.
the next one.
So no one has any other. You learned everything, I guess.
Yeah, I got to tie my shoes later than most people.
Really?
Took me a while to tie my shoes, and I still do it differently than most people. I do. I make a bunny ears with both of them and then tie it.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, other than that, pretty advanced.
Yeah.
Learn most stuff.
I do have a swimming. Oh, I don't have the Wi-Fi in here. I was going to send you a little short video of me trying to practice swimming.
I think we get it.
All right.
I think we all, everybody, just flailing.
Well, in the video, a little kid passes me, so it was kind of funny.
Yeah. But you could. Yeah. So.
So you're racing kids now in lessons?
No, this was just my instructor wanted to show me what I was doing wrong.
Mhm.
And in the video, you see a kid in another lane just kind of bypass.
Do you feel like you have an instinct for it? Do you feel like there's any kind of natural? You just kind of you're in the water, you
You
get
should
it.
let me teach you how to swim.
Okay. Yeah. That could be a Patreon extra.
What did
Yeah.
you say was wrong with you? That you're too old to not know how to swim?
Well, it's a she, and yeah, that is my biggest problem.
Yeah.
My mom can't swim, and she took swimming lessons when I was a kid. Probably not even making a joke. Probably your age now,
Hmm.
and she couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It was she was too afraid of the water at that point.
Mhm.
And anytime she would have like like she tried to, like she was learning pretty good, and then she kind of slipped on the side, and she got off balance in the water and couldn't get it, and they had to like dive in and catch her, and it's like.
But you're now, if you got pushed in the pool, you can get out.
Yeah, if I'm right beside the wall,
Yeah,
I can swim. I mean, I'm still. It's not coming naturally. It's a lot like his mom.
but
struggling.
Well, we're not supposed to be in water, so I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's a
You
struggle.
wouldn't know that if you saw me in the water, though. You would think we are built for the water, man.
That's what I'm water.
Yeah,
You guys,
We can go to race.
it's Olympic time.
Yeah.
You guys need to.
We're
Get on
gonna
with
we're gonna do it.
yeah.
I
I'm
do a
setting that one out.
swim freestyle. I'm very fast.
You mean like this?
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
I'm very fast.
I mean, I'm pretty fast.
I mean, you just had to clarify what freestyle meant.
That's
I don't
true.
trust your ability.
I'm not saying I
Freestyle, you talking about this one?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that doesn't mean that I
the
can't
main
swim
one.
fast.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I mean-
because I don't know what it's called.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
it does.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it tells me
This is
you
where the
spent no
Notre
time
Dame-
in a pool.
This is where the Notre Dame gets in the
Yeah.
way. You don't understand that we just learned to swim. We didn't know what it was called.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You talk about okay. All right.
I mean,
We'll
you're
move
too
on.
worried about the labels and the names of things.
That's
Ma-
like going, I'm so fast, dude. Do you sprint? Are you talking like where you really try? It's like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
Well,
a
yeah,
sprint
exactly.
is.
That's exactly like that. But you still could be fast without knowing that.
Mhm.
Like Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Forrest Gump wasn't like, I'm sprinting.
Yeah, he's a
He said,
fictional
"I'm-
character
I'm
too.
running."
Well, he also has some serious
Yeah.
mental issues.
So, yeah, Forrest Gump had an IQ of 68.
He seemed fine to me.
Dusty's just finding out.
Maddie Matka, Matku, that Y,
Mataika?
Mataika.
Nah.
Ooh, I like that. Matt Mataika.
Matt Mataika.
I like that. I spotted this outside of McDonald's here in Northern Illinois. Had to get a Big Mac with extra sauce in his honor after seeing it. Stand-up comedy 101. What is it? The camera's
Oh,
blocking
yeah.
me,
It's
so.
a shout out on Joe Rogan from former student Nate Bargatze. Just hosted SNL, comedycollegeinfo.com.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Roth.
The 7-week course.
Yep.
He's getting the word out there.
He is. I took 3. I thought they were 8 weeks when I did it. Maybe 7 weeks.
Well,
I did 3 of them. So, yeah, it was great. I still see Jim, and then I see my buddy Steve Berger, who was in the class with me. And so, yeah, I took it. I think comedy classes are great.
He could use a graphic designer.
that's true.
Yeah.
I thought that looked great.
Okay.
He gets the information across.
There's no way he thought that looked good. Right?
Yeah.
No, but
Okay. All right.
It's the good information
I didn't
across.
think it looked that bad.
Everything's a different font. It kind of makes no sense. I mean,
See, I would do that just because, like, look at all these different fonts I can do.
you try to just flex that you know how to change the font.
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
Mm.
I am.
The old smiley face from Walmart is graduating here.
I can do different colors.
Yeah, it's
Roll back the prices.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
but he gets the
Yeah.
you get the message across.
He
Yeah,
does have
for
a
sure.
lot of information on there.
Yeah, all the information, QR code.
That's their
new.
QR
Yeah.
codes up there. Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
You're right.
Yeah, and then boom.
Zip tie right in the middle, like that.
Yeah, go take a class. Comedy classes are a lot of comics don't. Some people are against them. I liked them just because it's a at least some direction.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So you at least have something to go do that's going to make you because you sign up for something, and then you just keep going. Clazy Bly, Clazy Bly. Nate, can we get an update on your neighbor Felix?
Does he exist? Because we don't believe he does.
Who? Yeah,
There's a running joke with Felix. We'd always
Yeah,
talk
my
about him,
neighbor
but we
Felix.
never would. No one ever saw him.
yes. Felix he's around. Felix is now the CEO of the Nateland company. So Felix has come in.
No, it's just great that he started as the sort of mythical name being thrown around on the podcast 4 years ago, and now you're like, he is CEO of the entire operation.
Yeah.
That's a big
It's what a
update.
rise. Yeah, that's a
big
huge
It is
update.
a big update.
Crazy Bly really came in hot with it. That's almost like Felix's special name. He's like, why don't you go ahead and let him know what I'm up to?
I know. That's what it feels like. Yes, Felix.
Well, you mentioned him earlier in this podcast about Felix helped get this together.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Felix. The Nateland company is it's becoming a real thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Adrian Colpson here. He's doing all the podcasts up in the podcast network and running all that stuff. We're making a push to be a legit real thing. So we have a CEO hired. It's I'll have more information.
Yeah, I saw Zanies email went out today about some new shows.
We're doing Nateland Showcase here every Tuesday once a month. I think the first one's like August 6th. We're gonna do that at the lab and just have it's all booked. I don't know if we might be popping in on some, but you never know. I don't know if when anybody's home or whatever. So, but we're making Nateland is, we're really giving it a go and trying to have a place for, comedy and all that
very
stuff.
exciting, dude.
It's very exciting. I think I'll give a whole more. There'll be more stuff. Like I got a lot of stuff working on that I think will be some big announcements for. I just need them to. They just need to be done.
We just hired the Bigfoot expert as CFO.
Yeah. I keep it. It's all people have been around
in the
Keep it
family.
real,
It's in the family.
I keep it. Yeah, no one's. Everybody's kind of around. Felix is extremely qualified.
Sure.
And so it was fortunate that it worked out the way it did. And I'm pumped about it. And we're having some fun stuff. I think I'll have some fun stuff to announce. I don't know when, but it will be all before the end of this year. Ethan Holsey. Brian's default way to end every episode is to ask everyone to just name random movies about the episode topic.
That is true. That's what I can tell. It's winding down. Like last week, you guys any movies about trash? We're like, I don't know.
I do trash and songs.
That's right.
Music.
Songs about it.
And I'm going to keep doing it.
All right.
What's a movie about trash?
There's a movie called Garbage with Martin Sheen, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about garbage.
Okay.
Really? Because His Two Sons was the only movie I named. Men at Work, which was Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen.
No, I mean, I can't believe I forgot that last week. But yeah, I own the movie on Blu-ray, I think. It's called Garbage.
Toxic Avenger.
That's
Remember that
cool,
one?
man.
And apparently there was a Disney Channel kids movie, Aaron, that everyone thought you should know. Tony Danza is a football kicker, the garbage man. I don't know. You don't know?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Huh.
Hey, I don't know. We didn't do this at the beginning, and I don't know. Maybe you guys did it some other time. But I just wanted to say I was in Richmond this last weekend at the Richmond Funny Bone, and
We did do that some other time.
yeah, and it was great. And
On our own, we talked about it.
Yeah, we had had a really hot. It was a hot weekend. I got this hat from a guy in Richmond. Loved it. Friday, I opened for Alabama and Gary Allen at the Bridgestone Arena. It's great.
How was that?
Very
Great.
fun. Yeah. And
I feel like you had a big pop when you walked out.
yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You were
nice.
there?
No. I'm saying, did you feel like it felt
Oh, I thought you said you
nice?
felt like it.
Yeah, it felt
Good
good.
look, yeah.
It felt good.
Felt like everybody, you were on the poster, so everybody knew.
Yeah.
They knew there was going to be
They knew there was
comedy.
gonna
At
be
least.
comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long was your set?
I did 15 minutes.
Mhm.
15.
And and it's like sometimes 15's tough because you're like, you see the timer and you're like, oh, I could do this bit, but I really don't have time to do
Right.
this bit. So what smaller bits do I have? But it worked out. Was great. A lot of fun.
And you're a real settle in and get to know them kind of guy.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So 15
Yeah.
they could be just coming around.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Richmond, I did 3 shows, 2 sold out, and we added a show on Sunday. It's close to a
Nice.
sellout, but it was
Amazing.
great. Really
Amazing.
fun weekend. My friend Derek Humphrey did it with me.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Yeah. I figured I did the American Century Championship, played golf. Met a lot of hay bears.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All
pretty
right.
cool. Like it's I got a ton of hay bear out there, like and playing in that was great. Shot 79 the first day, played unbelievable.
That's great.
First day was great. Next 2 days were pretty rough.
What do you
I
think
it was like
happened?
88, 85.
You think the pressure of
Mhm.
doing really well got to you?
I think maybe a little bit. Like, you know, I mean, you got to put everything in, so it's a real legit thing. My goal was to get to 10 points. Last year I was at 6. I was like, I wanted double digits, and I was like, well, hopefully I can get to 10. And then I did finish at 10 points. But
Awesome.
something I think I learned is I got to 10 points pretty quickly, and it's like almost setting a goal. If your goal is too achievable. Because then I think that's what happened. I lost interest in the rest of the
Because you'd already
because I
did-
already and
Yeah.
it was like, you know, the next day I was like, all right, well, tomorrow I'm going to get to 20. But I
Mhm.
don't think I care about.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care about that as much as I did care about the double digits.
Yeah.
So then you get to 10. So then it was really just a battle. I got up to 14 points because it's Stableford, so it scored a different way. But I got to 14 points, and I would go back down to 8. Then I got back, and I ended up I needed bogey. If you get a bogey, it's 0 points, and I had a bogey.
Who'd you play with?
First day was Mike Golick and Rob Riggle.
Oh, I like those guys.
Yeah, great. And then Larry Fitzgerald Jr. and Robbie Gould.
Okay. Yeah.
The
I know
last
those
day,
names, but I don't know
Yeah.
those guys. But I don't know any of them.
yeah, Jason Worth, baseball player,
Okay.
Nationals player for Phillies, long hair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's great. He hit the ball on the last hole we played. I mean, 360.
Wow.
I mean, dude,
Those
he
baseball
just-
guys can just crush the
They
ball.
just
right? Yeah.
he's big too, and so he's awesome, dude. He's a super fun dude. The best. Looks like a guy that owns a couple of above ground pools. This not his hair is right there. He doesn't, but the way he looks now,
yeah.
I would describe Jason as like, you go back there, you got more above ground pools than I thought, and you
Yeah.
could be like, why do you not just do one in the ground one? And he like, because that's ridiculous. I do.
Yeah, you may want to break it
Oh,
down.
do
yes. Look at
three-
that dusty look there.
Yeah, is it
I
like
do.
that
He goes,
now?
Jason goes,
Yeah.
yeah, I do 3 above ground. His crazy thing is his horse. His horse won the Belmont or Preakness.
Wow.
He's into horse racing now, and won, which is insane. And there's video of it. He showed us.
Look at a little
he
like
was
Kid Rock here.
yeah. He showed us like the video. Dude, he was so much fun. He's a very, very fun person, and super nice, and just yeah. But I mean, yeah, he got into this horse racing. I mean, dude, to get a horse and to have it win I think it was the Preakness is pretty crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
I did audience warm up for Huckabee this weekend,
All right.
as I do from time to time. And I get done with the warm up, and I go upstairs to the green room, and there's 2 guys sitting there at the table, and one of them is Cuba Gooding Jr. And usually whoever the big star is or whatever, they kind of stay to themselves in their own dressing room, but he's just hanging out. He compliments me on my set. He's not with some entourage, not even looking at his phone, just kind of hanging out. So I said, if you wouldn't mind, maybe after the show, if I could get a photo. And he said, let's go ahead and do it now. I said, okay. So the other guy's there. The other guy says, do me take the photo? And Cuba says, no, let's just do a selfie. That'll be fun. He was a very nice guy. And it was super cool. I felt a little bad because the other guy, who I didn't realize at the time, was Kevin Sorbo, who's had a pretty great
Oh, you really
acting
messed up.
career of
Yeah,
himself.
you messed
Yeah.
up. That's Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually know him.
You do?
Yeah. My dad knows him. I saw him not too long ago. You could have talked to him for a very long time.
Well, I did. I just didn't know
Oh,
who he
yeah.
was.
Oh, yeah.
So he's in the room while this picture's being taken?
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He offered to take it. We didn't take
Yeah.
him up on it, but that's just,
Yeah.
but anyway.
Yeah, Cuba Good. He knew. He was like, I'm not going to let Kevin Sorbo take the picture.
Yeah. He was being nice about
He's
it.
like, this Brian guy's in here being rude to Kevin.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I feel like we saw Kevin. We met. I forget where we met. It might have been like a Michael Finney, like a something we were doing. But then, yeah, he's a great guy, and his family's great. And that is funny. Yeah. Well,
How do you say his name?
Kevin Sorbo?
No, the other guy.
Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Yeah.
Cuba?
Yeah.
It's Cuba.
Oh.
Cuba's what I always said, but I
Cuba.
didn't.
I didn't know. I don't know which one's right.
Cuba.
Oh.
I've never heard Cuba good.
I've
I was a
never-
big
You're
fan
right.
of
You're
the
right.
movie Lightning Jack.
You go scuba diving? Wait. Scuba.
Scuba diving.
Scuba diving.
Scuba.
I didn't even notice it until you
Scuba.
pointed it out.
Well, you're saying it quickly, so
Yeah.
it's tough.
Yeah.
I remember Lightning Jack with
Yeah.
Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan and Cuba Gooding Jr.
Mm-hmm.
and Beverly D'Angelo.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie.
Yep, he's been in a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look at that. Big time.
Yep.
Moving on up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What else did I say? Oh, I was at what is a shout out to Pablo Osla man. Pablo
Escobar.
no, where I was
Pablo Rosa.
Robles. Pablo Robles. It was they did their fair.
I thought we were losing you for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got
Are you okay? Man?
yeah, the Cuba.
The Tana bed's getting to you.
So I was there. They have a great fair. We were there at the Great Outdoors Festival. London, Ontario, it got flooded. Sorry, I did not make it out to that one. They canceled our show. They had really bad rain and flooded. But did Bismarck, North Dakota, awesome, and was in Winnipeg, and wonderful times. So, yeah, all right.
It's awesome, man. Real quick, I was in Cincinnati, Commonwealth Sanctuary. I had never been to this place. It's like an old church that they converted into a comedy club.
Oh,
so it's pretty cool. Stained glass windows. There's an organ in there they let me play. I have to play a church organ for.
Wow.
I kind of overstayed my welcome on it. I think they thought, yeah, you can dabble around on it. I sat there for like an hour playing.
Yeah.
It was
that is
awesome.
too long,
But
yeah.
During your show?
no,
Is
between
that how you get to an hour?
Jeez, dude. No, it was between shows.
While people are coming in.
No. Just like there's a gap between shows. I exaggerated with an hour. But
Yeah.
did 5 shows. They were great. All of them but one were pretty dang full, dude. So
Yeah,
it was
great.
an awesome week.
What happened with that one? What?
The organ?
That
Late show Friday, man.
It's Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Late show
Those
Friday.
are tough.
None of them were bad though.
Yeah.
It was just a little lighter than the rest of them.
When that happens, I like to let them know. I go, hey, the other shows are sold out, just so you know. I'm not upset with you that this one's not, but I want you to know that I am selling tickets.
Yeah.
I think I said that at one point and they laughed.
Yeah.
No, they were thinking like, well, obviously the other ones I can't be.
I just want you to know you've not come to a bad show. I don't know what happened here, but it's
Yeah.
going to be good. People do buy tickets to this show.
Yeah.
This particular one, they didn't buy a lot of.
Y'all didn't make a mistake.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
By not buying tickets.
They get you lecture them for
Well, I just want them to know that, that they're in the right place.
I want them to really regret that they showed up.
Mhm.
I don't, that's what I'm saying though. I'm not mad at them,
Of course.
but I
Yeah.
want them to know they have made a good decision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good weekend. Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Aaron, why don't you tell us about Game Time?
I had a guy do never mind. We'll talk later. Game time. I am going tomorrow night. I'm going to the Braves game in Atlanta.
about
They're
that?
playing the Reds. The Reds are exciting. The Braves are cooked this year, but who knows what will happen? Game Time makes getting tickets for concerts and events faster and easier, even if you don't buy tickets right away. That's how I got the tickets for tomorrow. I got them on Game Time. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime or game time. It has all-in pricing. Toggling this feature shows the total upfront cost, no surprise fees at checkout. That's so annoying when you see the price and then you get it and then it's twice as much as it shows up. Not on Game Time. They have the lowest price guarantee, or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. You can browse through the Game Time app, see what's in your area, see what's coming up. This is a no-brainer for sports or music or any live entertainment fans out there. They also ticket coverage. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry, with 24-hour returns guarantees, job loss assurance, and on-time ticket delivery. Take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code NATE for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code NATE for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
All right. Today, I thought with the new set, it'd be a great time to talk about change. Of the four of us, which one do you think does the best with change and the worst?
I don't think I do the best. I like change. I love change. We change a lot.
$1, you know what I mean?
Huh?
That's a joke from your first album, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said I'd rather have $1. You know what I mean?
That's dude.
What was the joke, John?
Well, you said I like change.
Yeah.
I said I'd rather have $1.
Oh. And that was your, how'd you tell
Well,
it?
it's a long.
He closed on it.
Oh.
No, it's a long
It's a
joke.
long
about-
bit. It's about the letter
letters of the
C.
alphabet.
And he said
Yeah.
C makes
Yeah.
words like dump, jump, change. And change, I'd rather have $1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that?
I haven't heard that in yeah, dude. That's because your album comes on every time I turn on my car.
Yeah.
And I can't get it to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've heard that.
I've had that happen. I had it. It was his album. I have his album.
As it should be.
Yeah. It would, every time I
Easy
turned on my
out.
car, it would, that would come on.
Imagine pulling up, seeing Nate at a stoplight, and he's listening to Brian's album
Yeah.
in the car by
I mean,
himself.
all the time. Him or it'll be Vecchione some. But I could not, I just dealt with it. I just heard you every day. Just trying, just listening.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like you've had the most. I mean, think about how much your life's changed, Brian, since in the last 5. I mean, you're a single guy till you're 48, right? Now you're married with a 2-year-old daughter. That's a lot of change, right?
Yeah,
and
it
it
is.
happened pretty quickly.
Yep.
After I'd say you had a bit of a routine by age 48, right?
Oh,
and then now it's just all in shambles. So that's pretty drastic.
Shambles, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, all your routines.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we probably all do pretty well with change. I think. I mean, we got the.
I love, Laura does not like change.
I don't think I like change.
Yeah. I don't think you do.
You think you need a little resistance to it, though. You need somebody in your life going, we gotta conserve some stuff.
Yeah, I love change. So it's like,
But if you had nobody pushing that back, it'd be a nightmare.
It's good. Yes, it's good. But I mean, I think it's that's what I love so much about this job is because it changes. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Like, and that's like the most fun. And so it's always something. It's like it's very exciting.
Yeah.
So I like change. I mean, not saying I want to be moving all the time or stuff like that, but we did a lot of change. My parents would, we'd come home and like the living room or the kitchen or the dining room area would be their new bedroom. And then where the dining room was or something would be, one house we had 2-bedroom it was a 2-bedroom house. So, and I think it was a dining room. And then, so they would switch, like where our kitchen table was just my parents' bedroom for a little while, or we'd come home and the couches would be moved
Just for the sake of switching it up.
Yeah. Yes.
For feng shui.
Yeah. Yeah.
I looked it up.
Feng shui.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I thought you were making a joke.
No, I was
Oh,
serious. I've never heard that term
Feng shui.
or whatever
Feng
it was.
shui.
Feng shui.
Feng shui.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I know how to say it. I mean,
Yeah.
I totally thought you were making a joke.
No, I was serious. It's the Chinese practice that use energy forces to harmonize individuals with their surrounding environment. They
It's
say
just about having a good flow and a good feel to the room.
You practice it,
Don't
right?
simplify the science, dude. There's a lot that goes into it, I'm sure.
Okay.
You think you could feng shui a room?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you feng shui one?
Based
Yeah.
on what? Just gut feeling?
Yeah, just the feel. How good does it feel in here?
Well, they're feng shui. I think these businesses can hire people to come in and just feng shui up the office, dude.
I think they did it.
That's just peak capitalism.
I know. It's great.
I think I
Everybody
remember.
wins.
Yeah.
That's capitalism.
I'm with it.
Nobody loses ever.
I think there was something too with not having I want to say some houses, your steps not being where the door is or something. Golly, what was it? It was like, so if you open the door, it
And
would
then jump toward the steps?
No, it's like man, it was something. I don't know where I knew it, but it was like, I thought the steps couldn't be in line with the door. So if you open the door, you didn't want your steps to be like, you see steps right there.
On
Because it
purpose.
maybe and I want to say maybe breaks it up. That's why an open house it's so when it comes in, it's more open and blah, blah, and all that stuff.
There's stuff with the bed too. Like you want your head to lay in a certain direction. I don't know that, but it's like just something with the magnetic pull.
Well, on a tour bus.
Is
you
this
did.
it?
How a staircase facing the door affects your
Yes.
feng shui.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. If there's a staircase very close to the front door, it can have a significant impact on the energy throughout the home.
Wow.
A staircase that is directly opposite, in line with, and facing the front door creates a challenging feng shui layout because it allows energy to flow quickly in and out of the front door.
Mm-hmm.
I got a stairway that faces the front door.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got bad shui.
Can't believe you subscribe to this, Dusty. This religion.
Well, I don't, I do believe that, there's an energy about, some stuff, and we need to, that's why I think nature's good. Plants are good in the house. It gives some life to it.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much negativity out here. A lot of people think I'm negative, but I'm just out here trying to bring life.
How about this?
Life
There are some solutions. You can place a mirror at the top of the stairs facing the front door to create a feeling of expansiveness.
Okay.
How about that? Or place a rug at the base of the stairs to slow down the bad energy and ground the area.
Well, that's a little too much for me, I think. But
What about the mirror, though? You put the mirror at the top?
How is a rug more than a mirror?
No. I guess the mirror. The idea is that it does create some openness, and I can see that. But the rug
Slowing it down.
slowing the energy down is where it loses me.
Well, it depends on how big the rug is.
Yeah.
Or how thick it is.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah,
If it's a
real
shag rug,
thick
yeah.
rug.
Yeah.
I
don't
like
know
it
how
though.
I knew that.
mean, I got into, I probably got into a little Eastern religion at some point in my life. Well, I know I did. I got into it. So there's some stuff still hanging around that I just find is fun.
Probably when you're reincarnated.
Yeah, it's like, it's just peaceful. I like a peaceful environment, some soft music, some plants. I think that's fun to me.
You get a lot of scents going through the house too, right? Don't you like scents?
I do, but it's like, you can't just go about buying scents now. You have to, it has to be essential oils and stuff. All the candles are bad. All the fragrances are bad. It's all messing with your endocrine system. It's shutting you down. It's all messing you up.
Yeah. What is?
Scents.
I'd rather have $1.
Boom.
Boom.
Well, scientists say our brain has evolved to resist change as a threat because it triggers fear, fight, or flight. And our brain has trained ourselves to be habit forming because then we don't have to be thinking about every little move and we can focus on some wild animal coming to attack us.
Oh, that makes perfect sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Are we all in agreement on that?
I don't buy it.
That your brain wants to just have some routine.
Well, yeah, but I maybe we're just hardwired that way.
Right.
I don't think we've evolved to be like that. We may just be hardwired to want a routine.
Right.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, we may just be hardwired with all the natural instincts that encourage procreation and yeah. So there you go.
Mhm.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Cantor's law.
Say truth with sarcastic. Sarcastic.
No,
tone.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
you're right.
Can't trust this guy.
Cantor's law says change is hardest in the middle. Everyone loves inspiring beginnings. and happy endings, but the
Mhm.
middle is where it involves the hard work.
Who said this?
Cantor,
Who's that?
just some woman that.
I do agree with that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, that's you always got to be uncomfortable. Yeah. Anytime you start to feel comfortable, it's time to make a change.
Yeah.
And that's the idea of that. And the middle part is just the hard work. So that's the part that stops everybody from making it to whatever usually their potential could get to.
Yeah, there's not really a beginning or an end. I mean, only the middle exists.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
The beginning is are like, all right, I'm gonna do it.
The beginning's a fun talking.
And then the ending is like, I can see that it happened.
Yeah.
But the middle is
that's where it's
like
at.
the beginning is like this, the
Yeah.
ending is like this, the middle is the whole thing.
The middle is the whole thing. And you gotta love the middle. And that's the hard part. And that we were talking about that with comedy this weekend, I think, about like, it's the idea of like I gotta come up with a new hour. And it's like you gotta love the idea of like you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna do another hour.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's like you gotta love it. I'm starting working out tomorrow. So I've been a mess. I've talked about it on here. And so tomorrow I've got to start trying to do it.
So are you like going off today? Is that the goal?
Oh,
Is that
yeah. Yeah. This weekend
It's your last meal?
I had donuts this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Just had 2 Whopper Juniors, no onion, no tomato. Probably do, I think I'll do McDonald's on the way home.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Why not?
And then I'll do Dairy Queen or Sonic or something. Might do pizza because I had the Whopper Juniors.
The Holy Trinity in one day.
It's wild. Donuts, Burger King, and McDonald's all in one day.
Oh yeah,
That's incredible.
I have a major problem, and so it's but I got to get fit to be able to handle the road and all this stuff, and I want to be more. I want to look good. Like you just feel more confident.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, it starts. Mine does start tomorrow. I love starting tomorrow.
Yeah,
but it's so I start.
Tomorrow's the best, dude.
Tomorrow's the best
because it justifies anything you do today. You're like, well, tonight this will be the last thing.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go in, and then tomorrow I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m., run, and you wake up at 10, and then you come to this podcast.
I gotta wake up at 9. Yeah, I gotta get up at 9:30 a.m. start training. And then the eating is going to be that's such the big. I'm eating the same thing every day.
You got to change.
What is it?
That
eggs, chicken, and steak.
Oh yeah.
Which I know there might be.
I'm down with that diet. I mean,
it's it's not like I'm trying to live in this forever. No one has to write in and be like, "Man, that's not good for me." Like, I don't need that stuff right now. Actually, I just need to do it. Let me just try it. I think that's what happens when people try to change. When people do try to tell someone to do a diet, then they go, I don't know if you should do that. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, well, that's enough of a reason. All I do, I'm an addict to this food. Mm-hmm. So if you give me any window of a person like saying I don't think you need to go do that. Yeah. Then you go, well, I don't know how to like have balance.
Right.
So I go then I'm going to just do whatever I want.
Sure.
And they love to demonize meat, but meat's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Eggs, chicken.
Is eggs meat?
Well, it's a meat product.
Okay.
I wouldn't, don't get into the pork, but the rest of the stuff, that's where it's at.
Or have whatever meat you want.
Fish? Is some trout?
I'm not doing a lot of choices because it's I can't. Yeah. Well, the second you start giving me what do you want to do?
Yeah,
it's not. I mean, I'm having it like.
Was there any talk about disassociating eating food with like pleasure in any way, where you can't think like not every meal should be good?
Yeah. That's I'm in my head right now. I'm trying to think the meal doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
it's a means to an end. It's nutrition.
So it's
eat to live, not live to eat.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Pray love.
It's it's hard like when there's no celebration. Like there's you don't know. But I've been trying to the mindset of thinking. It's like when you go on vacation and you're like, oh, you go on vacation, you eat whatever you want, and you actually enjoy your vacation. And you look forward to your vacation. Where if I'm eating like I'm on vacation every day, which I do, then when you go to vacation, it's like, who cares?
Right.
I'm eating the same food I would be eating, but I'm eating it in Florida, And so if I can get it to where I can balance that out to be like when I'm at home, it's like a real job. I'm trying to make everything a little bit more with all the stuff we have going on with the Nateland and all the other stuff. I have a lot of other stuff going. It's, there's a lot of stuff to do. I can't get behind. And so I got to get a lot more focused, or I won't get to where I want to get. It's the same thing when I stopped drinking.
Mm-hmm.
When I stopped drinking, I was at least knew I won't get to where I want to get if this is in the way. And food has been in the way forever. And the food's so hard because you got to eat.
Yeah.
And we're on the road and we're doing all this stuff, and it's
and it's so good.
Yeah. The road is crazy. I was at a fair, dude. I had a bucket.
Some elephant ears or something?
No. I had a bucket of cinnamon rolls.
Well, that's not far off from elephant.
What's an elephant ear?
It's like a funnel cake type thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had a bucket of cinnamon rolls. And it was, in a bucket, dude, and they had so much icing on the top of it. It was, you couldn't even see the roll.
That's why I think it's good to tap into what I try to tap into, right? It's like, if you just start, all these things are bad, they're all evil. You look at the cinnamon roll in the case and you go, there's no nutritional value in this. There's no food whatsoever. It's poison. They're trying to kill me with this. I think it helps me. Because I looked at a cinnamon roll today and I go, I should get that. And then I just chose not to eat.
Well, then why do you think your body looks like it does?
Well,
sorry. I'm sorry. That was very mean.
I don't think my body looks bad.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It
would have been way funnier if it did, but
yeah. I've always had like a even when I was like doing things that were making me very skinny, I've always had a stomach. And my sister, you probably can't make these jokes now, but she used to say I look like an Ethiopian, because when we were kids, they would have all these commercials for raising money for these kids, and they would be very sick.
The distended bellies.
Yeah, and they would be very skinny and have big stomachs, and that's how my sister would make fun of me as a kid.
Yeah.
So you feel good about that joke you just made? So.
It was. It worked out.
Yeah, but I'm saying that helps me to think of it that way, to think of these things this way.
Yeah, you look great.
I feel fine about the way I look. I don't,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, you take your shirt off.
Yeah,
you love it.
I got a good out.
He gets naked in a tanning booth.
I got a good outside shirt off body.
Yeah.
If I take my shirt off inside, it feels inappropriate.
It's a little weird.
Outside, it feels good.
Great, like near a body of water.
Yeah.
Like it's,
yeah. I'm not going to be winning any, you're
not trying.
Bodybuilding competitions,
sure.
but I will beat Brian in a swimming competition.
Well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That is for sure. The average American changes addresses 11.4 times in their life.
Whoa. That's so much more than I thought. 11.4 times?
Yeah.
It's when you start thinking about your own address changes, though, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like I've moved so many times.
I think I've had 7.
Yeah. Even when I'm the oldest.
But even as a kid?
Yeah, including the kid. I live in the same,
I've never lived not 45 minutes from, or at least an hour from where I grew up. But
including school?
Yeah, I went to Murfreesboro.
Where'd you think I went to college?
I didn't know how far Murfreesboro is from Latin.
Same thing. It's
Yeah,
all
30 minutes.
It's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
840 was a big deal for him.
840 was not there when it came along much later.
Yeah.
I moved 17 times.
You just counted it in your
Yeah.
head? Oh my gosh.
I counted up for me. I've moved, not counting multiple dorms in college, 8 times.
Below the national average.
Yeah, but with those dorms, different addresses.
I had to actually move.
So you changed addresses.
Yeah, I just felt like that was cheating.
It counts, though.
Yeah.
Well, then I think 11 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm probably around 11, 12. Yeah. Somewhere there, 11 to 15 times. Yeah.
And you say you don't think you're done yet? You think you're going to.
But you've done it, and it's never been within an hour outside of your house.
From where I grew up, yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
What would it take for you to move? Would you ever just pack up and move to Oregon?
It would take something worthy to move there.
Yeah, like what?
What can we offer you?
Nateland headquarters.
Yeah.
Moves to Portland.
Yeah.
To Portland.
Yeah. What could you offer? You trying to get rid of me?
Yeah.
Get out of the
way
race.
he's asking you. He's like, what would it take?
Yeah, what would it take?
I don't know, but I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that is.
How often should you change your toothbrush?
Oh,
5
God.
years.
Every
I don't know.
It's supposed to change every 3 to 4 months.
But that depends on how often you're brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I don't brush my hair.
I think
keep
they're
it light.
assuming twice a day, right? With that stat, 3 to 4 months,
That feels high.
twice a day, in the morning, right before you go to bed, out, and then if like maybe a third time something crazy happens.
2 or 3 times a week max, I think.
To brush your teeth, stop, dude.
Maybe to wash your hands, but not.
Yeah, no.
Oh, wash your hands. Only if other people are present in the public restroom.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
when you wash your hands.
You take showers with your hands out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold them up.
Yeah.
Keep them up.
Men change their hairstyles 3 times in their adult lives on average.
I've changed mine, I think, more than that.
Yeah.
Adult lives. Oh, yeah. I've definitely changed more than 3, but
Uh-huh.
Women in their entire life change 150.
wow.
150?
No way.
According to
There's
the
no
survey.
way.
It's by a
Yeah.
hair salon, but
Yeah, there's
Who
no
counts
way.
it? Who
They
counts
count
that?
50.
they change color, cut, or shape. So any little slight change that we don't even notice.
Cut doesn't
150?
count.
Either Lauren, 150? Maybe.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But is it like a little bit?
She's
Like,
changed
so
since
it's
we've
like
been
if
here.
it's a tiny bit, that counts. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the annoying when, if your wife's like, can you tell my hair's different? You're like, it's not different.
Well,
I know it's different to you, but
4 times a year in 25 years, that would be, so it'd be, that'd be 100.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
I don't know how to get to the other 50, but
Do it 10 more years.
yeah.
There you go.
Some companies that changed for the good or bad. Well, I can't find the bad right now. That was the more fun one. Well, Coke to New Coke. I remember that one.
No, they changed back.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But they changed. YouTube was originally a dating site.
really?
Was
When
it
it
called
started?
YouTube?
Nope, I cannot find.
It's called eHarmony.
What was it?
Brian
called?
was the original member of eHarmony.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Just had the
you're
name Brian.
Yeah.
you're you're a beta tester for
Yeah.
eHarmony.
I was. I cannot remember what it was called now. Dunkin' Donuts recently changed to just Dunkin' because they're not
So
really.
we're just moving on with the YouTube thing.
Well, I mean, I don't have the laptop, and I
yeah.
Well, I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, you got all the information.
I
from
don't
it.
have it.
Dunkin'
YouTube.
Donuts to me is a real disappointing place. And there's one opening across the street here, and I'm so sad about it because I wish we were getting something better.
Yeah, that's just
All right.
we do not. Yeah, down here we're not Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
people.
it's like, give us a Tim Hortons. That's what we need. The Canadian chain down here,
No.
get some Timbits.
Keep Canada out.
Dunkin's
Initially, YouTube was designed to be a dating site. Launched in 2005, it was founded by former PayPal employees. Blah 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 blah. The slogan was "Tune in, hook up." It was a video dating website. The idea was for people to upload introductory videos of themselves describing what they're looking for in a partner. And then it just didn't take off. 5 days from its release, no video had been uploaded on the platform. So it wasn't a very successful.
You want me to just go into this?
Well, I was going
Nope.
to throw it to you, but I
Okay.
wanted you to be prepared.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Usually, you have to rifle through your.
Oh, no, I'm
papers.
ready.
All right.
I'm always ready. I don't.
Well, why don't you tell us about mud water?
All right. This should be fun. This is a pretty wordy ad here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can be really sensitive to caffeine, and it always makes me feel jittery
That's
and
for sure.
a bit anxious after my morning cup. Well, today's sponsor is the solution to this. Mud water is a coffee alternative to get your energy fix without your heart doing jazz hands every morning. Imagine being alert and calm at the same time while not having trouble falling asleep at night. Not only does mud water give you that morning boost we all need, it's also packed with adaptogens, antioxidants, and all those other fancy health words I can't pronounce. But it will make you feel superior to your coffee drinking friends. For a limited time, our listeners get 43% off your entire order, free shipping, and a free rechargeable frother with our exclusive link. Head to mudwtr.com/Nateland. My favorite way to drink it is the go-to cold brew. It has this awesome frother too if you want to mix it up, but I like it simple. Brian likes his with milk. Does your 3 p.m. cup of coffee make you stay awake at night contemplating life choices and the meaning of existence? Yeah, let's not do that again. Switching to Mudwater can help you say goodbye to sleepless nights. It's got all the energy without the late night existential crisis. To use Mudwater, you simply drop the powder into your favorite mug, pour some water on it, and give it a mix. Some go wild and add creamer, honey, or milk. For a limited time, our listeners get up to 43% off your entire order, free shipping, and a free rechargeable frother when you use our exclusive link. Head to mudwater.com/Nateland and grab your starter kit. That's up to 43% off your mudwtr.com/Nateland. After you purchase, they ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Start your new morning ritual today.
Boom.
Mudwater, baby.
43% off.
In honor of Richard Petty.
Really?
I don't know, but he drove the 43.
Yeah.
Chipotle.
King of racing.
Chipotle recently reinvented themselves with the Chipotlanes.
That's so dumb. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, what is Chipotlanes?
I mean, I was looking at you, Aaron. Just tell us about it.
Come on.
I was just going to
Come on,
over to you.
Brian. Come on.
I guess during COVID, when they started adding fast food lanes for the first time to Chipotle, and
You mean a drive-through lane?
what'd I say?
Fast food lane?
Yeah, I guess the drive-through lane would be where this says. Okay, never mind.
Oh, Chipotlanes.
Yeah,
So you can get it through a drive-through now.
at a lot of their stores.
Huh.
Just
I've never
launched
even
its
seen it.
500th one.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen it either.
They're
See,
adding-
Panda Express is almost everywhere now. They got the drive-through.
Man, Panda Express used to not have onions in their fried rice, and then they put them in, and that kind of checked me out.
Mm.
You
And I
just
don't
wrote
think-
off the whole company after that?
You can't get those onions out of there. I think I went in there and said no onions, and it's already in there.
Maybe that's God telling you to get white rice, dude.
But the fried rice is. I mean, I would go there. I could go there every day and eat, but they put those onions in that.
Yeah.
But
you know.
not anymore. It's a good thing the onions are in there because now you're eating eggs, chicken, and steak.
Yeah. No
But
onions.
onions are vegetables, dude.
Yeah,
But I'm saying he doesn't need to be eating the rice. He's eating eggs, chicken, and steak. Now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No choices.
Yeah. You know what I do at Chipotle? I did it the other day. You ever try to order at Chipotle without motioning towards or pointing at any of the things you order?
I don't want to bog down these people's time with my games. But go ahead, tell us how you did it.
No, this doesn't take
This is
anybody.
this is what the elite does.
This
when they
doesn't
work
take
for the-
any.
You ever mess with the poor? So here's what I do. I go in, I use my nose, and I order with my nose and my eyes. And then, and then I don't tip them, and I leave and get my Mercedes and drive to my gated community that I've lived in the same home for 100 years. I've never left.
No.
What do you do?
No, I just don't point at it. They say,
Yeah.
"What do you want?" Because I notice everybody points. It's the instinct is to point at it or motion to it with your. So I put my hands behind my back. I'm like you on stage, and I just walk through and I say what I want without motioning towards it, and it's a fun little exercise. I actually feel it's more humanizing to do that
Are they good with
than
it?
just to walk up and
I
just
will. For
tap
making,
the glass.
The chicken
Yeah.
right here. The
I
chicken,
agree.
buddy.
You watch
The
people,
chicken.
they go do that. Some people, I've seen people on the phone not even say it. They just point. They're on the
Yeah.
phone talking, and they just degrade these people.
I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that. Look, making fun of you about that because it was, it's a comedy show.
Of course.
Someone's
I'm not mad
gotta-
about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, God forbid someone jump in with some comedy. And no, but you know what? Weird though, practicing stuff like that in those situations is actually, I think, a great thing. Like if you like when you want to learn, if someone wants to learn something, you can do. It is like if you want to be, you realize like, oh, I do point a lot. and that's not. I shouldn't. So you
Sometimes
just
I
go,
try to not point or say it.
Mhm.
I just walk through and I try to connect.
You
with
just stare at them and they go, I have a feeling I know what you want.
Yeah,
them. yeah,
there you go. This guy.
yeah.
This guy doesn't want
I think
pork.
he
I know
wants
that
it,
Go,
much.
you do it. You pick.
Yeah, he goes. You want it just in the bag? And you go,
Yeah.
yeah. Just put it in the bag.
Yeah.
But I think I saw a meme or something from the point of view of a Chipotle employee expressing how annoyed they were that people point and kind of. So I go, I'm just going to try to just do the exact.
Look, it's a balance of. It's probably a balance of both sides. Like no one should be doing that pointing, but then again, I can't be going to Chipotle worried about everybody's emotions in the building.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it's like I feel like there's this kind of world. There's this weird kind of thing now that's like, well, you got to treat me better, and you're like, all right, man, like, but I just, you know what I want, like, just get it, like, you know, and then let's not, yeah. There's people that are extremely rude, but
Right.
you know, that's like the people videoing, right? Isn't that the big thing? They videoed people at Chipotle, and that was a big thing.
Oh, they
But
were
have you ever
videoing
seen that?
They were videoing them to ask, to like get more meat
Yeah,
or whatever. Like, because Chipotle was like.
But have you ever seen that in person?
No,
videoing
I've
it?
never seen that.
So
happen
that's
in
what it
person.
like. It's you see it, and it seems like it's this thing, and you're like, dude, that is the odds of you seeing someone videoing and doing that extremely slim.
Mhm.
And so overall, everybody's doing a great job,
Yeah.
except when Aaron walks in
Yeah.
and he's on one leg.
He's like, I'm not gonna give you any hints to what I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah,
And you better have learned the names.
he goes, let me guess, flour.
I will say I've gotten the same thing at Chipotle every time I've been there.
Pretty good.
That was funny.
Do they know you?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, they don't know. I don't go to
double flour. That's how they're flour.
Oh yeah.
Let me guess.
Oh, tortilla.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
I
don't
didn't
go.
get it.
There's no bowl.
Yeah,
It's just- Let me guess. All right. What now? Sorry.
I got the same thing every time I'm there.
What?
I don't like change. I'm talking about change.
Yeah.
You still go there though?
I went Chipotle.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, all the time.
I
That's like
thought
the
they were
one
really,
place I
like-
consistently go
They were
to.
like out now. Like
No.
they had a real moment.
No.
I think they're.
No, they're growing.
crushing it.
300 new stores this
I
year.
think
they're
it's
killing
somewhat for fast food a healthiest shot at fast food. Like you can go,
See, I
you
think,
could go there and get lettuce and steak and
Yeah.
like, you know.
Chicken and
I
rice.
don't know. I feel like there's a real anti-Chipotle sentiment out here.
Well, there is. There's a lot of propaganda being thrown around from competitors, I think. There's a lot of like, oh, there's E. coli in it. And it's like, yeah, there was once, and now it's all fixed. Any of these places have problems, dude.
Eagle eye. That's
yeah.
what I always think when I think E. coli.
Eagle eye.
Eagle eye.
Yeah. Just watching you from a distance.
Yeah. What do you order?
I get a bowl to go. White,
You do get a bowl.
white rice, no beans, chicken, medium, sour cream, cheese, lettuce, corn.
Mm.
That's it.
I'd get all that except the corn.
And I shake it up. Yeah, it's good, man.
You shake it up.
That seems
I
easy
gotta
to
shake
make
it
at
up.
home.
Yeah. But
Nah, it's not the same.
It's not.
dude.
It's not
the
as
same.
you got to do some stuff.
I've been growing tomatoes
Yeah,
and I've been cooking them down, making a little soup for myself.
yeah.
Very good.
You think that's easier than going to just Chipotle and just
it's
getting
better.
it? Well, that's not the question.
Yeah.
You know what I've thought of this weekend? Separate, we had poutine in Winnipeg.
Mm.
So they have in Canada, it's all paper straws, wooden spoons. It's all this recyclable stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, I thought they should let Winnipeg be like, because Winnipeg's a lovely city. They have 1 month of summer. How about we go? We're not gonna make you do the recycling thing. You're up here doing good work.
Mhm.
We're not gonna make you do a paper straw.
Burn your trash. Do whatever you want in that month.
You're not the problem.
Right.
It's
It's
not that month.
Toronto
I'm saying
and-
the
yeah.
whole. Yeah, you like they. I made me think like, don't. People in Winnipeg like it's minus 40, and then you gotta touch a paper straw. You're like, no. Like New York, they can do paper straws.
Mm-hmm.
Some major cities can do paper
Toronto.
straws. Yeah, paper straws. But then some of these smaller cities, you're like, we don't mess with them. We leave them alone.
Yeah, I mean, or just do
Because they're actually spreading us out. So they're actually helping.
Right.
Because they're choosing to not crowd up a city. That's what I thought.
Yeah, just they could just use silverware that can be washed, and
but I mean, for to go.
Oh, that's no fun.
And then
Yeah, I'm
just
talking about
drink
to
from a
go.
cup. Just like
Yeah, I'm talking about to go. I'm saying just
yeah,
you don't make them have to do it.
yeah. I just think all that stuff's so silly. We could use reusable things, but yet we're like, let's use wooden spoons. Let's get a guy.
But if you're getting it
set
to
of
go,
spoons.
you're not gonna. What are you gonna go swing back through Chipotle and give them their silverware?
Yeah, on the way home.
Yeah.
The fast food lane.
You say bring your own.
Well, no, I mean,
Like at grocery
To
stores.
go is different. To go is different. If you're getting it to go, you should have to eat with a wooden spoon.
Or why?
Now,
yeah.
It is annoying to me. I get it though. Plastic's bad for us. I think
Paper straws are
paper straws are
brutal.
brutal.
dude.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah, they're tough.
Some movies about change. Face Off.
Mm-hmm.
Face off.
Oh yeah.
If you had to switch faces with any of us, Dusty, who would you choose?
Well, it'd have to be Nate. I mean,
I think our faces are similar.
yeah, it's the only.
I think it'd be a pretty even.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be,
Yeah, it's the only decent face in here. I mean, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Aaron, you got a young face.
Decent face. It's only-
You got,
you didn't even compliment Nate into that. That was,
Yeah.
it's only decent face we have. Yeah.
Remember the end of Rocky IV, his speech about change?
Oh yeah. If I can change, we can
We
all
all
change. Something like that, right?
It's beautiful.
mm-hmm.
It is a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
What about the song by Smash Mouth? The guy says, "Could you spare some change for gas? I need to get myself away from this place." He said, "Hey, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little change." You guys know that song?
Yeah, All Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard that song, All Star? Yeah, I'm familiar. I think so. I think I've heard it. I've never heard the lyrics said amelodically, though.
Yeah.
So it took me a second.
The great philosopher Sheryl Crow said a change would do you good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What's eating melodically? What's that?
Amelodically.
What is that?
Like he just said it. He didn't sing it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we could all use a little change. Well, the years start coming and they don't start coming. You know the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
All Star by Smash Mouth.
Rest in peace. That guy died recently.
Really?
Yeah. So
Don't
just so
look
you
at
know,
me. I didn't mention him.
if you, I know.
You
Yeah.
might have mentioned
the
him
Smash
in the
Mouth guy
past,
died.
though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Lead singer. He was good.
Yeah. Yeah, that is tough.
I got their
Yeah.
CD for Christmas one year.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
You know, a weird thing about that era of music, like you'll be in a bar and they're doing covers of 60s, 70s, 80s songs. You don't see a lot of bands covering Smash Mouth. You don't go, you know what I mean? Like if you're in a band and they're just starting playing All Star or Sugar Ray or, you know what I mean?
That era.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that maybe we're too close to them to start to want to do it.
Maybe.
That's what I thought, but I thought I'm
It's
old.
30 years,
To me,
though.
that seemed like it just came out.
20 years,
Yeah,
30 years.
but I mean, it would, yeah, you would,
Like even like Third Eye Blind, you don't see them people.
because they
I
also
wish
still
you would
tour.
step out.
Yeah,
Oh,
Third Eye
okay.
Blind is still touring. Yeah.
Yeah.
They not had a new hit in a while though, huh?
Uh,
I just mean like a
hits
band
different,
at
yeah.
a local bar. You know, you don't hear them. You know, playing Marcy Playground or any of that. You know,
311, something
Yeah.
like that. I
I
hear
think the
311
'90s
a
is
lot,
as far as they've gone so far, and barely into the '90s.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll see it come around. You'll start to see it.
Mhm.
There'll be
You'll feel old.
there'll be an aughts night at the club,
yeah.
and then they'll play that kind of music.
We can stop there.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is it. This was the first.
I felt good about this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Starting
we're
anew.
figuring out the angle on you guys.
Yeah.
You notice Nate gets farther and farther away from me throughout the episode.
Yeah, I didn't like
Well,
that.
it's because this. I think I got to scoot this over
Yeah,
a little bit, and so
some little things we're figuring out.
Yeah.
But this is unbelievable, dude. Thank you for making this
Yeah.
happen.
It looks good. It looks great, huh? For all the people that think I'm quitting tomorrow,
I don't know
maybe
what
I'm
you
working
meant.
on some stuff. Maybe I'm figuring things out.
All the conspiracy theorists, they brought
Yeah.
in Dusty to eventually replace Nate.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what people
That's
say.
it.
Slowly been transitioning to.
And that's why we brought up Face Off today, because it will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this Whittler really let me down. He was supposed
Yeah.
to put like Slayland in there or something.
Yeah.
Slayland.
Yeah. That looks unreal.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
cool. Set is
that.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
I am trying to get some of my own pictures in here. I'm trying to subvert that. I'll slowly start switching. Maybe I'll
We're-
just switch the faces on the posters.
Yeah. Well, we can work on that. We're
Let's say
getting.
Dusty
We
Slade,
were
the
having
Alabama
that
kid.
idea was that wall was with more of y'all stuff, and then you got over there. You got that your little toys
yeah.
over there. There's stuff that's there.
You got
Well,
all
they're
y'all's,
like, can we
y'all's
get
little
some of
Your
toys.
little toys over there.
Let's get some of the guys on the wall. Yeah, but can we make them animals?
Where do you want me to put your CD somewhere? Where do you want me to do?
Making that fudge.
Making that fudge, yeah.
There-
You can hear that. I'd rather have $1 joke.
It's a good album.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
is.
good album.
It is.
Mhm.
This week,
This week, I said Lauren. Is it your last show?
It's her last show.
It's Lauren's last show.
That's very sad.
Lauren with Genovations Media. She's been with us from day one,
Yeah.
right?
Day
She's
one.
been in the room for all of this nonsense for 4 years
and
now.
this is where she drew the line.
She said,
Mhm.
listen, this
Yeah.
is a good time to get out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, we will miss you.
Yeah.
And I know it's she left. She's not in here in the room. No, she's in. We're just talking to no one. He goes, "There's not a Lauren. Never has been." But yes, last show, the last of this first. So I'm glad you're here for this. You saw this as it takes off, and it's been great having you.
Mhm.
And you've been awesome day one. Yeah,
Wow.
for pre-Dusty.
Yeah.
Pre-Dusty, huh?
Yeah.
Dusty's trying to get rid of all the people that were before him.
Right. Exactly.
Mhm.
Slowly start replacing everybody.
Dusty
Yeah.
Town.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is it. Yeah. Welcome to the new set.
Oh, can I say where I'm gonna be?
Ugh. Yeah. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, I just want. I'm gonna be.
I'm joking.
I'm going to be in
Say it.
Buffalo, New York at the Helium.
Yeah.
I've never
Great club.
been to Buffalo. I've been to Buffalo, never done comedy in Buffalo.
Mhm.
So I'm very excited. I'll be at the Helium Comedy Club.
Great club.
Yeah. So I'm pumped about it. So
That's this weekend?
this weekend,
Nice.
Mhm.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5
Yeah.
shows.
This weekend, I'm in Springfield. This is Aaron Weber talking. We can find the Aaron Lane camera. Springfield, Missouri at the Blue Room Comedy Club.
All right,
The
love the
club
Blue Room.
Dusty Slay built.
That's true.
He was one of the first people to work there. Now I'm there. Springfield, Missouri, this Friday and Saturday. Come out to the Blue Room. That's it.
This Saturday, I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee at Alley Ray's. Next week, I'm at Off the Hook Comedy Club in Naples, Florida, and
All right.
Boca Black Box in Boca Raton. August 14th, I'm here at the lab at Zanies.
Mm.
Come on out for that. And just added a show in Atlanta at Vision Studios, August 24th.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
All right.
We're
yeah,
out here, man.
Everybody's out. I still have a few more dates still up on some festivals and fairs and casinos. And then at the lab at Zanies, August 6th is our first showcase, right? It's the first showcase. August 6th, we're going to have comics come. And the idea of it is, it will be a clean show. So fits in with what we're trying to do. And I don't know if every comic works fully clean, but the idea is to have, I think it's good to know how to do clean sets. And
Yeah,
there's
for
a lot
sure.
of funny
Yeah.
comics. And the lab is a great place at Zanies. So we're going to, Nateland stuff. We're starting to build it out a lot more. And so we hope to see you come out if you can. August 6th is the first one. All right. I think that's it. We love you. and have a great week. Bye. Nateland is produced by Nateland Productions and by me, Nate Bargatze, and my wife Laura on the Audio Boom platform. Recording and editing for the show is done by Genovations Media. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to catch us next week on the Nateland Podcast.